Buckle up for a wild ride as colossal machines defy gravity, ice, and mud in this jaw-dropping showcase of heavy haul heroics.
From wind turbine blades inching over alpine passes, to oil towers crossing Brazil's rugged heart, and the tanker teetering on high Van's edge, these transport titans battle nature and engineering limits with every move. Let's dive in as SBMTs, cranes, and fearless crews turn impossible loads into epic victories. Dismantling Griaci's wind turbines. The dismantling of wind turbines near Griaci has kicked into high gear, and Voser Transport AG from Neuenhof is at the heart of the operation. Tasked with hauling the massive blades one by one over the Nufenen Pass, the Swiss logistics crew relies on a specialized trailer built for the job. Each blade, a sleek giant of renewable energies past, demands careful handling as it traverses the steep, winding alpine route. The pass, notorious for its narrow stretches and dramatic drops, tests the convoy's skill and the trailer's engineering. Video footage captures the slow, deliberate ascent, wheels gripping the road as the load sways above. It's a striking scene, modern technology retreating from the mountains, piece by piece. The operation blends raw power with precision, showcasing how heavy haul adapts to nature's toughest challenges, all while the Griaci landscape shifts back to its original stillness. SBMTs conquer a downhill challenge. Two self-propelled modular transporters, SBMTs, boasting a combined 144 wheels across 72 axles, tackle a heart-pounding mission, guiding a colossal industrial tank, hundreds of tons of steel, through a razor-sharp downhill turn. Positioned at each end, these titans of transport move in lockstep, their intricate wheel arrays gripping the slope. The tank, a behemoth bound for an industrial hub, teeters on the edge of control, its weight amplifying every move. A steep descent and tight curve demand perfect synergy. One slip could send it crashing, wrecking machinery and months of work. Operators sweat over controls, hydraulics whining as the SBMTs pivot with calculated grace. The downhill grade tests their stability, wheels spinning in unison to counter gravity's pull. It's a high-wire act on a grand scale, where the roar of engines meets the silence of held breaths, pushing the boundaries of what heavy haul can achieve in the face of unforgiving terrain.
Dude, don't...
Hauling atmospheric towers across Brazil. The transportation of atmospheric oil separation towers from Ipatinga, Minas Gerais, to Recife, Pernambuco, is a logistical odyssey that showcases Brazil's industrial might. Crafted by Usiminas Mecanica, these towering structures, 8 pieces averaging 200 tons each, embarked on a multi-stage journey orchestrated by Superpeça. The first leg saw them traverse the rugged roads from Ipatinga to Vitória in Espírito Santo, a feat demanding precision as the convoy snaked through highways and urban stretches. In Vitória, the towers underwent a meticulous load-out process, hoisted onto a ship bound for Pernambuco's Petrobras refinery. The operation blended brute strength with intricate planning, as oversized loads navigated tight corners and port cranes flexed their muscle. These towers, destined to refine oil into vital fuels, symbolize more than just cargo. They're a lifeline for energy production. The voyage from factory floor to coastal refinery pulses with the rhythm of Brazil's relentless drive to power its future.
Oh my lord.
Furnace Parts Journey to Landulfo Alves. In December 2010, the Landulfo Alves refinery in Bahia became the endpoint of a remarkable transport saga involving furnace components critical to its operations. These hefty parts embarked on a dual-phase expedition, starting with a sea voyage that harnessed Brazil's coastal might. Loaded onto specialized vessels, they navigated choppy waters from an industrial hub, likely a manufacturing port, toward Bahia's shores, docking near the bustling Arata port. From there, the journey shifted to land, where heavy haul trucks took over, rumbling across Bahia's highways to São Francisco do Conde. The refinery, a cornerstone of Brazil's oil processing, relied on these furnace pieces to maintain its output of gasoline, diesel, and more. The operation demanded seamless coordination, cranes hoisting cargo from ship to shore, trailers tackling winding roads, all under December's sweltering sun. It was a gritty ballet of steel and sweat, ensuring the refinery's heartbeat kept pumping strong. A tanker's tense trek through High Van. The truck thundered down High Van Pass, its massive tanker load drawing cheers, until it hit a brutal bend. The turn was merciless, too tight for the sprawling rig, and another truck squeezed past, shrinking the gap. The slope tilted, front wheels veering across the centerline while the rear hugged the edge, tires teetering above a ditch. A helper bolted below, flagging traffic as the driver wrestled control. Chaos erupted when a tire lodged deep, halting the brewery-bound beast. A crane roared in, cables taut, lifting the back end as apologetic crew waved at fuming drivers. The load swayed, a helper scrambling atop to resecure a slipped line, while motorbikes darted through the gridlock. The crane swung the tanker free, but the pass remained a snarl of stalled rigs and buzzing locals. Up top, trucks loomed. Below, traffic stretched toward Langko Lagoon. A charismatic driver grinned through the fray, dodging chaos. As the next turn loomed, engines growling defiance.
Não меняет свой... Ну, она... Ёпсель.
The ALE convoy's turbulent trek. The rollout from Cotton Power Station with the Unit 2 gas turbine casing and exhaust duct promised to be a showcase of heavy-haul prowess. But the ALE crew quickly stumbled, tasked with transporting this massive, costly piece of machinery to West Burton B. The convoy's fifth gang hit a snag early on. Veering slightly off course, the driver nudged too far right, forcing a halt to remove a stabilizer pin for a tricky reverse maneuver. 10 minutes later, they were back on track, but the real trouble loomed ahead. This outer casing, though lacking its rotor, remained a hulking load, and the team's struggles hinted at cracks in their coordination. As they approached a tight bridge between Stitton and North Laverton, the trailer grounded, scraping metal against concrete. Behind schedule and battling the route's unforgiving twists, the convoy's missteps turned a routine haul into a tense ordeal, raising eyebrows about their readiness compared to past crews. Siemens wind turbines' epic journey to Østerild. The transport of Siemens wind turbine components to Østerild, Denmark, unfolds as a gripping saga of engineering and determination. These towering giants, nacelles, blades, and tower sections, embark on a heavy-haul journey that tests the limits of logistics. Specialized trailers and oversized trucks roll out, weaving through Denmark's rural roads and coastal stretches toward the world-renowned Østerild test facility. The loads, often exceeding hundreds of tons, demand road closures and rerouted traffic, turning quiet lanes into temporary arteries of industry. Each piece, destined to harness wind for clean energy, carries the weight of innovation as it navigates tight turns and bridges. The operation hums with activity, escort vehicles flashing, crews coordinating, and machinery groaning under the strain. Denmark's flat expanses give way to the subtle challenges of windswept terrain, where precision reigns supreme. This haul isn't just about moving parts. It's a bold stride toward a sustainable future, etched into the landscape one massive load at a time. The art of reversing a 13-axle Titan. Maneuvering a 13-axle trailer in reverse is a spectacle of skill and nerve, turning a mundane task into a high-stakes ballet. These mammoth rigs, often hauling oversized loads like turbine casings or industrial tanks, stretch the limits of what roads can handle. Each axle, designed to distribute crushing weight, demands perfect alignment as the driver inches backward. The cab twists, mirrors become lifelines, and spotters shout directions over the rumble of the engine. One wrong turn risks jackknifing or grinding the load into the ground, a costly mistake when the cargo's value runs into millions. The process is slow, deliberate, every movement calculated to avoid obstacles unseen from the driver's perch. Onlookers marvel at the precision, but for the crew, it's a test of patience and expertise. The trailer's sheer length transforms tight spaces into battlegrounds, where triumph lies in the subtle dance of gears and wheels, proving human control over mechanical giants. Butagaz's massive convoy shakes up Aubigny-sur-Ner. In November 2015, the quiet town of Aubigny-sur-Ner became the stage for an extraordinary transport spectacle. 3 colossal trucks, each stretching 64 meters long, 5 meters wide, and 7 meters high, carried 350-ton tanks destined for the Butagaz factory. These behemoths, vital for storing liquefied gas, rolled through the streets, dwarfing everything in their path. The convoy's sheer scale demanded meticulous planning, with roads closed and power lines temporarily lowered to accommodate the oversized load. Crowds gathered, drawn by the rare sight of such massive machinery navigating narrow town roads. The journey, fraught with challenges, highlighted the precision required for exceptional transport. Each tank, destined to replace aging infrastructure, symbolized progress but also tested the town's limits. The event left a lasting impression, sparking conversations about safety, logistics, and the impact of industrial giants on small communities. The convoy's arrival marked a milestone, but the ripples of its passage lingered. Mud and determination. The transport mission started with optimism, but the rain-drenched road quickly became a formidable adversary. Deep potholes and slippery mud transformed the track into a grueling obstacle course, challenging the convoy's progress. The route, spanning 80 to 90 kilometers, initially seemed navigable, yet the deteriorating conditions painted a grim picture. Builders awaiting materials and a community store desperate for food supplies grew increasingly restless. Their urgent calls intensified the pressure, but the transport team remained resolute, coordinating solutions amidst the chaos. The road worsened with every kilometer, mud engulfing the wheels of the heavy road train and stalling momentum. The situation escalated, the weight of the mission hanging heavy. In a desperate bid to salvage the delivery, the community deployed a grader for high-stakes rescue. A chain was attached to the stranded truck, but uncertainty loomed. Would it withstand the strain? The risks were steep, yet the drive to deliver burned fierce against the relentless storm. When exceptional transport halts a town. The entrance to Gironville turned into an unexpected battleground when an oversized transport convoy ground traffic to a standstill. The massive load, likely industrial equipment or infrastructure components, dwarfed the narrow crossroads, leaving no room for other vehicles to pass. Local drivers, caught off guard, found themselves trapped in a maze of idling engines and mounting frustration. The sheer size of the cargo demanded specialized permits, yet the town's infrastructure seemed unprepared for such a disruption. Emergency vehicles struggled to navigate the chaos, while shop owners watched potential customers detour to avoid the jam. The scene was a stark reminder of the delicate balance between modern logistics and small-town life. As the convoy inched forward, each movement felt like a small victory, but the ripple effects lingered. Residents began questioning how such bottlenecks could be avoided, sparking debates about planning and communication in the face of exceptional transport needs.
There it goes! There it goes! There it goes! Oh!
Transporting transformers to Yakutia. The journey of transporting massive transformers from Tolyatti to NPS 11 in Yakutia is a logistical marvel, especially along the frozen winter roads of 2019. These colossal machines, weighing up to 79 tons each, demand precision and expertise. The route, stretching across icy plains and treacherous terrain, relies on seasonal access, with trucks navigating frozen rivers and snowpacked trails. Each transformer, vital for powering remote regions, requires specialized trailers and skilled drivers to handle the extreme conditions. The biting cold tests both machinery and human endurance, yet the mission remains critical. Delivering energy infrastructure to Yakutia's isolated communities is no small feat, and the winter road becomes a lifeline. The journey unfolds like a high-stakes expedition, where every mile conquered brings power closer to those who need it most. The stark beauty of the frozen landscape contrasts with the intense focus required to keep these giants moving forward. Every turn reveals new challenges, from shifting ice to unpredictable weather, yet the convoy presses on. The roar of engines and the clash of steel don't stop here. There's more heavy haul madness waiting just around the corner. Stick around to catch the next wave of extreme machines conquering frozen tundras.
Thank you all for watching the video until the very end. If you found this content entertaining, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to catch our latest videos as soon as they're released. We promise to bring you more high-quality and captivating videos. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.